Hey guys, what's going on? Joel here and welcome to Back in the Day. And today we are going to be unboxing T2, Terminator 2 Judgment Day for the Super Nintendo. My last video that I had uploaded, which is probably going to be uploaded literally minutes before this one. So yeah, my response to Ron Man Gaming's bad games that I still enjoy, I had said at the end of it that this one actually had a story behind it, and I figured, you know what, I've already got it out, and I might as well do the unboxing of this, and I'll go ahead and tell that story. So, let me take a trip back to the Christmas of 1993. So, in the weeks and even kind of couple of months leading up to that Christmas, there was an infomercial that played religiously every Saturday morning about the Philips CDI. Now, I had become aware of the Philips CDI about a year and a half prior to that via I think it was the April or May issue of Nintendo Power, where they began. That was really kind of where I can remember Nintendo announcing their partnership with Philips. At the time, I still think that it was supposed to be an add-on to the Super Nintendo, but I can't remember. It's been so long since I've actually read that article. I just remember it actually had clips, had screenshots of the game The Seventh Guest, which I was very much enthralled with and wanted to play because it looked so cool. So anyways, I had watched the infomercials the fall of 93 just religiously, even to the point where I had my mom watch it, and I gave this whole sales pitch as to why the Philips CDI was such a fantastic idea and would be a great addition to the household. And I mean, she bought it hook, line, and sinker, I won't say that. So I remember one Saturday afternoon, my dad got home from work. Like I had said, he worked about 2 hours away from our house, so he was exhausted, to say the least, but I was super excited. We all piled in the car and we headed to Rochester to, I believe at the time it was a Circuit City, and they had them there. And my parents ended up making the decision to get one. It was funny because they threw in a bunch of these demo discs. Now, oddly enough, before I moved down here from New York, before I moved to Pennsylvania from New York, I had given my best friend Larry a bunch of my stuff, and one of them happened to be the Philips CDI. And I will admit now I'm kicking myself because I did have Link Faces of Evil, and for what that is going for now, I'm kicking myself for literally just leaving it up there. It's gone. It's gone. I'll never see it again. And the Philips CDI, I guess, broke. But I know these demo discs that the Circuit City had given to us as well. And the other game that my parents had purchased for me was Escape from Cyber City, which was a Japanime style, like Dragon's Lair style game, where it was animated and you had to follow the flashing lights to make the decisions. So anyways, got that Christmas. Well, a couple days after Christmas, my best friend Mike and I, we went to his grandmother. She lived a couple of hours away, and it was like always kind of a tradition every, over the course of the past couple of years, like we'd go to his grandmother's. So his grandmother had found out that I got a CDI via Mike's mom. So she actually bought me a copy of Escape from Cyber City, and I remember opening it up because I remember holding the package going, wow, this looks a lot like a CDI game. I opened it up and it was Escape from Cyber City. And I thanked her profusely. I said, my parents bought me this for Christmas. She says, oh, okay. Gave me the receipt so that I could go exchange it for a different game. So it was the following week, and it was after church, and my dad decided, all right, well, we'll go exchange this. So I feel so bad. I tortured the shit out of my dad. We went to where she had purchased, or one of the stores. It was like an electronics boutique, GameStop style kind of place. So I wanted this game. I actually wanted this game in the worst way, and it was. I think I got $50 some in cash to return the game, but this was actually more expensive. And I had my dad, we drove all over Rochester to I don't know how many different game stores. Then we drove the whole way to Syracuse. Now, if you are not familiar with upstate New York, okay, so you've got Rochester here in the Finger Lakes, okay, and then about 2.5 hours away, because we lived kind of like in between, and then 2.5 hours away you had Syracuse. So we started here, drove another 2 hours to friggin' Syracuse, and then drove all over Syracuse before we finally came home. My dad finally at the end just to shut me up because we went to every single store. I wanted this and I thought, oh, maybe it's cheaper at this store, and it wasn't. It was always the same damn price. So my dad, just to shut me up, he ponied up the extra $17 to get the game. So that was actually how I wound up with this game. And I think a lot of it, I mean, I enjoyed it like right off the bat. I think it was because Terminator 2 is literally like probably my all-time favorite movie. I watched it so much as a kid, and literally, thinking about it now, it was released in 1991, and we are on the precipice of the 30-year anniversary of that movie. And it shocks me because it's a movie that's aged extremely well. I can still watch it and still enjoy it. It's still a fantastic movie. So yeah, this harkens back to that Christmas of 1993. I was a 15-year-old freshman in high school, and yeah, boy, just so let's go ahead and let's unbox this bad boy. And at the time, I had no idea that LJN was synonymous with shitty games, but like I said before, the play control in this was absolutely horrible. From the side views, into which it doesn't actually show any of the screenshots, but I mean, when you're driving on, when you've got the overhead map, that's like this isometric view, controlling the motorcycle or any vehicle for that matter is just a bitch. Yeah, just a bad game. But I enjoyed it. I honestly enjoyed it. So with the iconic Arnold on the front, I see that they took the shotgun that he was holding out. All right. So we have the instruction manual. Yeah, and good vibe. I know that this isn't fully fully complete in box. I'm missing the inserts. As far as I know, I'm missing the inserts. Yep. So then here's the game itself. Does have the baggie though. And then the instruction manual, which is a little bent, but kind of gives you the timeline here. 1994, Miles Dyson develops a revolutionary new form of microprocessor for Cyberdyne systems, and then it goes to 1997 when Judgment Day actually takes place, and then 2029, which, we're only 8 years away from that. Nice digitized graphics of the T-1000, or Robert Patrick. Told you about all the objectives. You had all these, like, those Terminator parts throughout the game that you had to pick up to destroy, and I did actually beat this game. I got really good at it because I played it so much as a kid. It goes level by level. I know the first level you start out at the tavern, and then the second level you go to John's house, and then the third you wind up at the Galleria. I believe the 4th is when you have to head out to Enrique's compound. No, I'm sorry, level 4 was, I'm sorry, yeah, you had to rescue Sarah Connor, then you headed to Enrique's compound. And then after that, you had to go to Cyberdyne and blow things up and whatnot. Then after that, it was the steel factory. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You have Dyson's house after Enrique's compound. I forgot about Dyson's house. Then Cyberdyne. Sweet looking picture of the Terminator. Yeah, and then to the steel factory. And your documentation. All right, guys. Well, hey, thank you so much for watching this unboxing. I hope you enjoyed it. And until I get the next video, you guys have a great day, and we'll see you later.